Get your cup of TRU T as we fill it one cup at a time.
All right, it's a great show. We're ready to do it where we're spilling the tea one cup at a time. Yeah. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm Tyler, host of TRU T. I got my co-host here.
And I'm Teacup in the house sitting next to the one, the only, the beautiful.
And it's Mama. How's everybody doing? Happy Valentine.
Yes,
the real estate lady.
Yeah, that's right. Realtor to the gays. And speaking about gay, Grandma Pearl.
Hi.
Are you putting out or what?
I'm putting out. I'm not getting any offers, though.
It's Valentine's Day. You won't stay clear for that.
Oh, honey, I'll tell you about Earl in just a minute.
And look who's back at the table.
Hi, everyone. Jay Maya here. Happy Valentine's.
It's going to be a famous Valentine's Day for sure. All right, so let's get to it. A week of hot topics. And let me tell you something. We have been sweating our butts off in the courtroom all week long. We have been doing it. If you are just tuning in, we are here at the Plantation House in Ybor City, and we're talking about the Stephen Lorenzo and Scott Schweikert trial that's been going on all week. It's been gruesome. I mean, bringing up everything that they've been going through for the past 19 years, and we really have been reliving everything that we've been going through.
It's been really rough, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. So
It's been, 23 years?
and
20 years
Lorenzo
now, right?
acting as his own attorney. No, it's been 19 years.
He's crazy. He's absolutely crazy, that monster.
Yeah. Yep. And it's interesting how just because you plead guilty to a crime of being a serial killer that he was, they don't just put you to death. You still have to go through a trial, and it depends on the judge if he's going to give you the guilty, ruling. Mm-hmm. So it's been crazy. And speaking about crazy, I think someone's at that crazy door.
Doorbell just rang.
Sometimes that doorbell rings, and then nobody's ever there.
You know we're live when the doorbell rings in the background.
I think that's my husband, actually. Checking up on me.
It's interesting. We were talking about this last week. The doorbell rings, and then a lot of times there's nobody there.
Happened to me and Carrie. I was over here like a week and a half ago. We're just sitting at the table and we're putting together Tampa Pride packets for the sponsorship, right? And all of a sudden the doorbell rings. I get up. There ain't nobody there. There's no package. There's nothing. I'm like, okay, well, I just went back. We just continued doing our work, but there was nobody.
That happens at Grandma Pearl's house. Did you know that?
No.
So one of our little gay people in Sarasota was talking about how that they heard a rumor that people ring the doorbell at Grandma's house, and then she goes to the door, and then there's nobody there. Well, I think we found out why, because Grandma Pearl's been on some app using someone else's picture. What is that calling? Catfishing. These poor people go to Grandma Pearl's house and thinking that they're what, Lindsay Carlton?
Well, no. But I got to tell you, Mama, you look really good today.
Oh, you look gorgeous.
Well, honey, you shaved your legs.
I did. And I used Cha-Cha's machine on my face, even though it didn't vibrate. That machine she brought last week for your face. I did all that, too, while I was at it. Yeah,
Did you get any Valentine's presents?
No, but I got to tell you a quick funny story. The first Valentine's that me and my husband had together, I went and I bought him a dozen red roses, and now we're going back 17 years. A dozen red roses and a big box of Godiva chocolates. He took my car for new tires and an oil change. It was awesome. I was like, yes, that's how crazy we are. I don't want the chocolates and the flowers, but you're going to take my car for new tires and an oil change? Love you all day long.
Some of your favorite Valentine's Day memories that Carrie has given you.
There are so many. Carrie, who?
Isn't that the guy you married like 2 weeks ago?
Oh, this guy. That guy. Oh.
And speaking about marrying and anniversaries,
That was my 45th anniversary again. Yeah. On our very first second date, he gave me a basket of cheese from Wisconsin. I thought, well, that's cute.
Was it the squeaky cheese curd thing?
Yeah. Look at that. We still have cheese all the
last
time.
week we talked about it, but this week we're actually going to show you. So we rolled some. We're going to roll some.
Oh my God.
Yes,
Was I
we got
decent?
some footage of maybe you and Carrie, and of course the star here, and the other star that was here, Judy Be Good. So roll that clip. We're going to roll it, and we're going to talk about when we come back.
Somebody who loves you. to hold me in your arms. How you better take a chance on a brother.
And I thought so. Well, you see, you defend me. Well, anyway, they also adopted a little girl. They thought, we're going to make her feel like at home. So they bought her a little puppy. Well, she was Korean and she ate it.
Just got to go up to you, space out of one leg, go way out in space. Lose no control, fill up my cup.
Now, some of my big memories. What a spread! I mean, the food. Oh my God, that food! You did an amazing spread.
Well, no, it was the people that made it. All our good friends is what really made it a good time. And speaking of people, did you not get the memo we're supposed to be wearing pants today?
I'm wearing pants. I'm wearing pants. Grandma Pearl, what are you going to do for Valentine's Day?
Earl's trying to kill me. He gave me a 10-pound box of chocolate.
That's a lot of love.
Honey, I'm a diabetic. He's trying to kill me. But last night I gave him the performance of my life. Too bad he wasn't awake. I'm over it, I'll tell you. The only thing that gets him up at night is his bladder. Oh, I know it.
Oh, man.
Too funny.
So what are you going to be doing on Valentine's Day? Are you going to be finding a new love? Or?
Well, that's VD Day, right? VD Day. I'm looking for a new VD.
And what about you?
I am open to love. I believe this is my year, right? Right? Grandma Pearl, I'm watching you.
You're single. Have you ever been in a long-term relationship?
I was in a wonderful relationship for, off and on for 10 years. And he died to me. No.
That bus came.
He's much alive. Good guy. Still love him. I don't think love really dies. I think it just,
Fades away.
You're like me. You always stay friends because you don't want to burn your bridge.
Yeah, I'm friends with him. Not the last one. The one before that one was crazy. And I had to let that cloud go. But this one, this guy was just one in a million.
Supported your career.
Still love you. Yeah,
You get alimony?
ish. I do.
Good.
I do. I'm smart. I'm just kidding. No, I'm very self-sufficient.
Was he around when your star rose?
Yes, he was around when my star rose as it's
Biggest
rising.
cheerleader?
Not my biggest cheerleader. So then I realized, I'm looking for I need a,
That was the growing part of the relationship that changed.
yes, and just learning to love yourself,
I did ask Earl. I said, honey, what do you like best, my pretty face or my sexy body? He says, your sense of humor.
Was that an option?
Can you believe him?
Oh man. So what's going on with you?
Oh, well, tonight in Ybor City, it's the night parade. How exciting is that going to be, huh?
Santiago
I
Night
love the
Parade.
Santiago Night, or the crew of Santiago Night Parade. That's what's officially going on. And anyway, we've been this big redevelopment thing now where they've been redoing all the light bridges in Ybor City. So the original light bridges were done by Dean and Diane James. They were actually at the party. A nice couple here. And they did it in the 90s, and they were done as Christmas decorations. And they were so cool that we just left them up until now. So they've been up for over 20-some years now, 25 years. Wow. The light bridges, okay? And the new ones, though. But what's interesting about it is the old light bridges that were, okay, they were attached to wooden poles in there and that kind of stuff. Wow. Those poles were actually here back when we had the streetcar running down 7th Avenue. Okay, and that's how far back they go. So Tico, who runs all that, they've now put in all these brand new black ones, okay? But because of the night parade, they now were raised 5 foot higher than the old ones. Yep. Because if you ever run on one of those floats, especially on the second level, okay, and the Gabor float, of course, was 2 stories, and we were on the second floor, those lights would hit you. So you'd have to get down on your knees and duck to get through them sometimes and like that. So
I remember when Melanie Mignon was on the Gabor float. We're going down the street. She was wearing this fabulous headdress. Oh, so we're like, duck! And she had it ducked down, and she's holding her headdress. Otherwise, she would have It would have came right off. She would have hit one of those.
And they're this time they're done with LED lights. It's kind of neat. Okay. I wish they would have spent a little more money though and made them so they could remote control them all at one time, but they didn't do that. But that's okay. But the old ones used to screw in and screw out by hand once a year. Did all that, which is really cool.
All right, listen, we've got to take a break, but when we come back, we're coming back with even more hot topics. We'll be right back after this message.
Welcome to our place, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. From delicious crepes to traditional breakfast, lunch items, and amazing salads, and of course, the burgers, and a wide range of dinner entrees. And be sure to save room for the homemade desserts. With 2 locations to choose from, Clearwater and Dunedin, make our place your place.
Welcome back. Oh my God, you missed it. Grandma Pearl's got gas. That's why we're all laughing. Grandma Pearl, man, Pearl hurled out of the wrong hole, honey.
Well, you know, that happens. I was at the, what's that?
You even know it happens?
Yeah, that art center, what's downtown Tampa? Performing Arts Center? Yes, well, I was there and I lost one. It came out. 4 people in the back of me they had to call the ambulance.
I was just at the Straz actually last week with Queen. That's a tribute band for obviously Queen, and it's very interesting. I'd never been to the Straz Theater before, and it is quite a show down there. I mean, you really have to go through this tight security, and it's really regulated. Even when we were there doing media, and apparently it has to be under some code if you're there. It was crazy. It was
Well, and then the Queen performer you're talking about, he performed for us in Guadalajara, Mexico, for World Pride, which I thought was really incredible. He was awesome.
Have you guys been working, by the way, speaking of Tampa Pride, the entertainment's going to be huge this year,
Oh my
right?
God, it's super, super huge this year, and I can't tell you all the final details, but it's incredible.
Yeah,
But you know, and I think somebody on this,
heard some rumors.
I think somebody on this panel would probably be one of the top singers there. I'm just singing.
Oh, Grandma Pearl. I know.
Burrow. Oh, and a true story, you know, dishing with Mark and Carrie, which we still do every week. You know,
That should be nominated.
well,
really.
they don't do it. We won 5 years in a row, the #1 best blog, okay, and then they disqualified me after that. So I haven't been put up since then because one of the people is them themselves, and I kept beating them out.
And by the way, if you have no clue and you're just moving here, and there's a lot of new people, and you want to know about what's going on in the Tampa Bay area, not only can you watch our amazing digital show, but you can actually go to your blog.
Dishing with Mark and Carrie at mcfilmfest.com
Right there on your
and come and join my email list. And every week it goes out to 40,000 people. We tell you what's happening in the area here. It's a lot of fun.
And you show some pictures from the past.
Oh.
Some when I was just a little girl.
Oh, mama.
I was going to say, Grandma Pearl, I'm having an issue with my shirt. I should have had you help me dress. They got these silly pads in this dress, and they're making me look like I got Madonna titties when she wore the traffic cones for a bra. Remember that? Yeah. I feel like that's what I got going on.
Yeah, I don't know if you people, like you young people, know about McDonald's with these things. She wasn't.
Not McDonald's, Madonna.
Madonna.
E-I-E-I-O. On the farm.
She wasn't the first one that did that. Nene Hoggins, remember her? No, you probably don't remember her. She had them. The cones, not Madonna. She wasn't the first.
Oh my God.
And don't forget Psychic Marilyn. She has our kitty cat here.
Oh,
yeah.
She's got her little
I think
pussycat.
actually this is psychic. We had to call a psychic to find it, right?
Yeah, and right here you're supposed to put your cell phone out, I think, on top of
Oh
there.
yeah, and this has been missing
Because you just found
because it was in the plantation.
I have all this junk around this room here. it was some of the junk somewhere. Hey, but let's talk about Tampa Pride coming up, okay? On March 2nd, it's the Tampa Pride meeting. It'll be at the Hilton. They moved new date, new time, okay? March 13th. They got the wrong date. That's him. But on March 2nd, it's the Tampa Pride sponsorship party down at the Hilton, downtown Tampa. That's coming up. All kinds of fun stuff, Tampa Pride coming up. And let's talk a little bit about our governor.
Yes, in Orlando.
Our governor who hates drag with a passion. Okay, we had this big thing with the Drag Queen Christmas show. A lot of you know about that. Mm-hmm. They performed in different places here. Well, last week, the Orlando Performing Arts Center had their liquor license removed because they had a drag show there. So this is serious, kids. This is happening, and this is why this year when you go to Tampa Pride, the Pride at night at the Cuban Club is 18 and up only, with signs out front. And tongue in cheek, jokingly, I said we need to put a sign that says 18 and up only in here. If you don't like it, vote.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, and if you don't like it, vote, because I know there's gonna be a lot of drama at the gate when we don't let people in under 18, especially children, this kind of stuff. He now considers going to see a drag show as child abuse.
Yep.
And he does not want anybody to see a drag show that's under 18, with or without your parents' permission, which is, I think, is bizarre.
If your parents are willing to bring you to see this, just like they used to do up at Hamburger Mary's, you had families there for the daytime, Sunday brunches with their kids, because it's okay with them. And then there are gay couples that have children too. So what about them? It makes no sense to me. I raised my kids to understand this community. None of them feel odd about going to any drag show, even when they were young.
And they didn't catch gay, right? I don't think you catch gay. Is that how that is? I don't know if that's how that is, sweetheart.
Although a lot of my friends are a little pissed off that none of my sons caught the gay. They're like, why? What happened, Mama? Of all people, you should have gay kids. I'm like, it didn't happen, but they still love you all just the same.
Yeah, we love your kids.
Yeah, you know them all. Yeah, you know them all.
And also, we're going to be filming our show live from Manatee County Pride. So you want to tune in for that. Well, I'll also be hosting, and you will probably be on stage co-hosting. You don't know it yet.
I'll be there. I'll be there with you. I'm sure of that. It's no problem.
All right. So it looks like we're all out of time. Do you have anything else?
Be so fast.
Look, we got Cha-Cha doing karate chops back and telling us we're all out.
And Cha-Cha, your bed is beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
Gorgeous table here, Cha-Cha.
Yes. Do you have something else you want to talk about?
I want to say happy Valentine's to everybody out there.
Yes, happy Valentine's
Yeah,
Day.
there's never too much love in this world, kids. So.
And we love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for watching. That's the end of the segment. And thank you all for coming. And thank you for coming. We'll see you next week when we're spilling the tea. One cup
At a time.
Bye-bye. Happy VD.
This has been an Out and About media production, an association with Dishing with Mark and Carey, voted Tampa Bay's #1 LGBT news blog.